Okay, bro. You wanted to see my Sailor Moon stuff?
Yeah. I haven't seen her Sailor Moon stuff yet.
Okay, so my dad, when I was little, went on business trips to Japan all the time.
Whoa, what?
Now, whenever he came back, he would usually have some sort of presents for my brothers and I, right? And being, 6 or 4 or however old I actually was, I was in the peak of my Sailor Moon phase, so... My favorite was Sailor Mars because she looked like me.
That's the same reason I liked her. Oh my gosh.
And also because I thought it was cool that she could control fire and like
that too.
And I liked her temple outfit when she was stuff. Yeah, I was that kid.
So you might be wondering why we were going through a bunch of Sailor Moon stuff and why I have a brand new Sailor Moon poster hanging up behind me. Yeah, I know it's mine. The reason why is because, as most of you, at least I hope most of you know, there is a reboot of Sailor Moon.
Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon Crystal.
Yes, so super excited. It just aired on Saturday, right?
Was it Saturday?
It was Saturday.
I didn't keep track. I just realized that it was up and then ran, not walked to go see it.
July 5th, man. That was the date. I knew that one. So what did you think of it?
Okay. Well, see, first of all, let us preface this. In my youth, I was raised on the English dub of Sailor Moon, the tragic English dub. But worry not, I soon learned my lesson. I went back in high school to watch the Japanese dub. Also, I have never actually read the manga, so that's also a thing. You know what, Jackie, I'm feeling a lot of judgment coming from this side of the room.
Whoa, a lot of judgment on my part. Excuse me. What the heck?
I have heard that in the anime, Tuxedo Mask has much more of a white horse saving the helpless heroine sort of role, as opposed to in the manga, he's just like moral support, I guess.
Yeah, he is. He really is, though. He's just like, don't cry, Usagi. Okay, I stopped crying now. Something like that.
Really?
Yeah. No, that's what he does in the first episode. He doesn't even throw a rose in the manga, I think.
That brings us to a point. So, okay, so refresh my memory. In the original Sailor Moon anime, did he throw the rose in the very first episode?
I mean, like, I do know that in the manga, I only vaguely remember him throwing a rose like once or twice, not too many times.
As opposed to in the anime, where it happens like every freaking
episode.
time he shows up.
Which, ooh, you've been pierced by my rose.
I mean, I enjoyed the rose animation when I was little.
He pierced me in the heart with his rose.
So regardless, there was absolutely no rose from Tuxedo Common in this new pilot, and it sparked quite a funny internet joke that I saw on Tumblr. I thought it was very amusing. It was also adorable.
Speaking of Tuxedo Mask and the arcade guy, okay, I think that they're like 200% sexier than like I've ever seen them before. Even in the manga, when I saw them, I was like, oh, I just died. Because, I mean, yeah, sure, they were sexy in the anime, like, back in the 90s, but that's, like, 90s animation. Like, now, they just, boosh, blew my mind.
They're so skinny. They are so skinny in this new anime.
You don't like how skinny they are?
They're, like, super skinny.
Well, I mean, they're all super skinny.
They're toothpick. They're too thick.
Girl,
and then, like,
they
their
were
faces are even smaller. They're even smaller than in the original anime, and it's just like, what?
I guess, but that's closer to how the manga is. Like, they are skinny sticks in the manga.
Well, yeah, but because like I'm so used to the original animation, and then this new animation comes, and the characters look the same but also different, and it was messing with my mind.
I think that Sailor Mercury looks cute. Like, at the end of the episode, I was like, oh,
his face is
dainty.
also a lot smaller.
Yeah, well, they got rid of the chubby cheek animation. That's why, and I think that was bothering a lot of people. The fact that they would have these like giant chipmunk cheeks during certain frames, like more so than others.
I like the chipmunk cheeks.
I mean, I thought it was okay, but I really do like this animation. It kind of reminds me of Lieutenant Prince Sama just a little bit. Mostly the eyes. Do you like that Usagi's hair is wavy and not stiff?
I did not notice that at all.
You didn't? That's the first thing I noticed in the trailer.
I didn't notice, and I didn't really care. Like, that sort of detail is not important to me.
It was important to me, man. I dig that her hair is flowy and free, okay? Especially when she runs. I mean, that's like, it sticks out too much. Like, I don't know, it's just a little stiff.
Are you seriously, like, complaining about anime hair and gravity?
I'm not. Her hair still defies gravity, okay? There's no denying that, but it's just flowier. It doesn't deny the wind. Yeah. Yeah.
Fine, pick your battles. Pick your battles.
Yep, that's right. And I choose the battle about hair. I care about that.
Also, now that we're talking about the old animation versus the new animation, let's talk about the transformation. Because, oh my god. I liked the new animation. The 3D, at first, was kind of...
freaked me out.
Yeah. Because, like, I saw a post on the internet that was, like, side-by-side comparing the old animation and the new animation. It was just like, whoa. It was so cool.
Is the transformation longer, or is it just me?
I don't know. It could also be just because it was the pilot episode.
The first transformations are always the longest, though.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I really liked it. At first, I wasn't sure if I could get used to it, because it was like, something's missing. But then, the more I watched it, the more I liked it, you know? Because I saw the transformation, like, alone by itself before the episode actually came out. All I have to say is that, like, I really like Mamoru's voice. Like, it was sexy, okay? And you look sexier. I'm childhood crush here. And anyways. But then I also really like the voice of Usagi. Like, she's the original. I mean, you can't beat the original. Like, when I heard her voice, it was like, oh! In the trailer, when she did the Moon Prism Power transformation voice, like, I died a little bit. Or a lot of it. And then I know there's a lot of buzz for Sailor Jupiter, because her voice actress has voiced a lot of roles similar to Sailor Jupiter. And I'm excited to hear her, because there's a lot of excitement in the anime community about that.
Yeah, that reminds me. Now that it's back at the beginning, we have to wait all those episodes for all of them to be introduced again.
No!
I just want them all to be together again and happy. I don't want to wait.
And I also hope that some of the things from the original anime are kept, because I think some things in the manga are, like, non-existent, such as, like, her friend's romance with the villain. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Which friend? I can't remember. This sounds familiar.
Naru, her friend, like, with the bow, short hair girl.
Molly?
Or Molly, I guess you could call her that. Wow. Yeah, she has, like, a romance with one of the villains, and that doesn't happen in the manga at all. Like, that's why Usagi's torn, because she, like, it's, like, tragic when he dies. But I don't want fillers. Like, definitely filler episodes, like, irritate me, and that's, like, why I stopped watching
Naruto. A show is only as good as its fillers.
I wonder how many fillers they're actually going to have in this series. I'm kind of curious. They did say they would cut back, though. They promised they would stick closer to the manga. Overall, pretty happy with the anime.
Super excited.
Very excited.
Super excited.
Actually, when I bought this poster on, like, Sunday, because I was at the mall, and one of the store workers there was like, is that a Sailor Moon poster? And I don't know how he guessed it, because it was wrapped up. Like, you can't even tell. And I was like, And he's like, oh my gosh, did you see the new episode on Saturday? And I was like, yes. And we started like fangirling in the middle of the store, and he was still working, and it was great. And like we were both like, the transformation is beautiful, blah blah. So Sailor Moon's fans unite. Like, I'm super excited the rest of this to come out. Woot woot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on that note, peace out, yo. Bye.